are tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And to get further support and encouragement, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, how are you doing? I'm Marlene. I'm the content creator of Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I talk about encouragement, positivity, life lessons, and mindset shifting. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and become a part of the Motivators family. Okay, everybody, today on this Monday, we're going to be talking about your life is what you make it. Okay, I feel like it was a really great topic to have on this Monday, and I can't wait to get into this topic. But first, let's see who is in here. Hey, Eunice, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We got a moderator in the house, and yes, all is well. I hope all is well with you too. And we also have Tamika Davis. Hi, Tamika, another moderator. And I hope you're doing awesome. Happy Monday to you and everybody in here. And we got a fellow moderator and member, The Word. How are you doing, Word? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support, everybody. And I'm not really sure how long I'm going to be on here today, but I'm going to give you guys some of my time, okay? So let's go with this topic. We're talking today about your life is what you make it. So it shows that the onus that it's something personal, it's something that we have to choose to want. You have to want to have a great life in order to receive it. So we're going to be talking about that. Eunice says, I am amazing. Thank you. Great. I love to hear that, Eunice. Very appreciative to hear that. All right. So let's get right into this thought today. Hey, King Morgan. How are you? Welcome. Happy Monday to you. So let's get right into this thought, everybody. So the key to a good life, okay? The key to a good life is doing less of what makes you miserable and more what brings you peace. More of what brings you peace, joy, and satisfaction. It's about those three things that is very important for us to have the life that we want. You got to have peace, you have to have joy, and you have to have satisfaction. Yes, King Morgan, that is true. Your life is what you make it. Yeah, it's a personal thing. I hear people complain all the time about their life, but they don't do anything to change it. It's all up to us. Hey, Nate, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Blessings to you and everybody in the chat. Yes, Eunice, absolutely. You know, your life is what you make it. And for a long time, I can be honest with you, I was miserable. I was angry. I was the person who liked to start problems and trouble with other people. But the more that you make a decision that I want to have a wonderful life, I want my life to be great, I want it to be fabulous, I want to have peace in my life. And then when you start saying that, you manifest it because it's all about what you think. You just finished being a pig? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Thank y'all so much for being here. Okay. Yes, a good life is doing less of what makes you feel miserable and more of the things that bring peace, joy, and satisfaction in your life. So it's definitely about the choices that we make. If we want to have a great, amazing, awesome life, it's the choices that we're going to choose to make. And one of the first choices is we have to choose ourselves. We have to choose to say, I want to have a great life. I want to have a peaceable life. And then doing things, then the actions that follow will show that you actually know that and believe it for yourself. Um, that's something that I didn't understand that before. I didn't understand that it was a personal thing. It was something that I had to decide. It's something that I had to want. It's something that I had to put out in the atmosphere. We can say all day that we're a positive person, but if our choices don't show that, we have to do more than just say what we want. It's about what we're choosing to do with the life that we have. So let me put up my first bullet point. Okay. So this is the first point. Point number one. Oh, and before I start this, I have to, let me take this down. Before I do this yesterday on the Motivated podcast, I had two super chats. So I have to say thank you so much to Anne Marie. Thank you so much, Anne Marie, for your super chat. And pause, please, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, Anne Marie, for your support. And also, second super chat was Miss Yo Yo. Thank you so much, Miss Yo Yo, for your super chat. Pause, please, when the super chat hits. Yes, thank you so much to the two of you for your super chat yesterday on the podcast. Yes, thank you so much for greeting everyone. Let everyone feel welcome here. Okay, so how to make your life great. Y'all ready for this? How to make your life great. The number one thing, put my banner up. Do the things you love. Do the things you love. To make your life great, it has to be things that you love involved in your life. What are some of the things that you love to do? What are some of the things that you want to do? We have to get ourselves involved in those things. And I understand, we're adults, we have to make decisions, we have to pay bills, but also we have to put things in our life that we enjoy, things that we like. And it shows that we like our life because we are not miserable. You can never be miserable in your life if you're doing the things that you love. It shows. It shows by the smile on the face, on your face. It shows the peace that you have and the peace that you maintain. It's all about choices, and we have to personally make choices in our life to have our life the way that we want it. You know, your life is what you make it. And if it's not the way that you want it, what are you doing to change that? Do the things that you love and you enjoy. Hey, James. We got a member and a moderator in the house. Thank you so much for being here, James. I hope you're well. Happy Monday. So, yes, everybody, do things that you love. I feel like this is very important that people, they'll go through their whole life just thinking, I gotta go after the money. I gotta pay bills, and they're just doing things, but it's nothing that they enjoy. They never get into things that they actually love. Everybody, you can make a choice to do what you love. It's a personal choice. You have to want it, you have to see it, and you have to believe that you can have the life that you want. And I'm going to make my life the way that I want it. I'm going to do what it takes in order to have the life that I want, in order for us to have the success and the things that we want drawn to us. We have to make good choices. We can't blame other people because our life isn't the way we want it. You got to take ownership of your life. You got to take accountability. What am I doing in order to have the life that I want? This is my life. And I would hate for you all to get to the end of your life and live with regret. Oh, why didn't I do this? And why didn't I do that? No, it's never too late. Every day is a new opportunity to win. So go out there and do the things that you love and you enjoy. So, nothing makes life better than living the life you enjoy. And to do that, we have to get into doing things that we like. So, if we don't like it, then be willing to change it. Be willing to change it and go after it. Yes, I'm sure that I stopped and smelled the roses. God gave us life and He wants us to enjoy it. There's so much to do and to see that can bring joy and happiness. Yes. So there's so much that we can do. We don't have to be miserable. Uh, um, we have to take it personal. Scully, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. Everybody, welcome in Scully. Yes, we have to do the things that we love. If we don't like our life, if we don't like it, the question is, what are we willing to do in order to change that? I used to complain all the time about the job, but the issue for me wasn't the job. It was that I was doing a job working for other people, and when I shifted that, and I started doing what was for me, what I liked, what I defined, what brought me more joy in my life. When you start learning to do the things that you love, you don't have to just accept whatever life is putting out there just because what other people in your neighborhood are too lazy to do. You know, go out there and make your life the success and the peace. Make your life as successful, joyful as you want it, you know? Yes, it's so great for you to be here. Thank you so much. Awesome, Scully. Glad to hear that. Hey, Atomic, good to see you. Welcome. Yes, I'm happy you're here. So good to see you. You're at work, though. Well, I still appreciate you stopping by and being here. Everybody, welcome Atomic as well. Yes, we have to get into doing the things that we love, okay? Get into doing the things that you love. I had to learn that if something is not bringing a smile to my face, if something is raising my blood pressure, it's not worth it. Life is too short for you to even spend one day miserable or being around people that make you feel miserable. See, we have to make a determination that I'm only going to do things in my life that bring me joy, peace, and satisfaction. So get out there and make your life what you want it. You know, your life is what you make it. It's a personal choice. And at any time you make a decision to change it, you will. But it takes a lot of work. It does. It takes a lot of work. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the lazy. It's for people who are courageous and they love themselves enough. And I say to each of you, don't spend one day, not one day, not being involved in living a life that you love. You know, life is too short not to. You never know how long you're going to have. It should be exactly the life that you want. Let's get into point number 2. Do things that have a purpose. And a lot of people, they go through their life and they never get into their life's work, their reason for being and existing. Yes, word, yes, to all members, put exclamation point member and have your link dropped. Mhm. Thank you all so much for your support. So, do the things that have a purpose. So, what is your purpose for your life? You know, what is your mission? Uh, there's a lot of us that we will go through our whole life and we never get into our life's work. What is your passion? What do you enjoy? What do you wake up thinking about? What do you go to bed thinking about? A lot of times we are dreading our life and doing things because we're not getting involved into our mission, into our purpose, for our reason for being and living. That's why you're not smiling. That's why you're not enjoying your life. That's why your life doesn't have the satisfaction that you deserve. You know, you have to make it a purpose. You have to be courageous. You got to be strong and say, I deserve to have a wonderful life. I deserve to have a great life. And I'm going to make the tough decisions. I'm going to believe in myself enough. And then I'm going to go out there and make it happen. You can do it. You can. And a lot of us don't have support from family or friends that will encourage us to go after it. So if you don't have other people that encourage you here on today, I'm telling you, life is too short not to. If you're not smiling every day, if you're not experiencing peace, if you're not doing what you love, if you have your life that is nothing but stress, why? Why? Don't do that to yourself. You never know when your last day that you're going to have. Do things of purpose and on purpose, okay? You deserve that, okay? You deserve it. Now, let's get into point number 3. Do encouraging things. There's a lot of times that our mission in our life is just trying to provide, just keeping a roof over our head, keeping food on the table, taking care of our families, and we just stop right there. But we have to do things that encourage us and make us feel good about ourselves. Do some encouraging things for ourselves. And I'm telling you, when you do great things for yourself, you feel good and you're allowing yourself also to give back and to give to others. I think that that's so important. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I appreciate those who have not already. If you could please hit the like. So do encouraging things for yourself. We got to take care of home base. Take care of yourself. That's so important. When you take care of yourself, you can give back to others. The whole thing is that I used to always be, so I got to do this, I got to do that. And I spread myself so thin, trying to support everybody but myself. Okay? Take care of you. Do some encouraging things. Give back. Teach. Support others. And when you do that, it's like when you aid somebody, when you strengthen another person, you also go about encouraging yourself as well. That's right, Eunice. Life is precious and short. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. I've seen, working in healthcare, I see people who come to the end of their life, and they always say, I have so much regret. I wish I would have done this and I wish I would have done that. Never do that to yourself. If it's something that you want to do, make a plan and find little by little until you get there. But don't think that something is too big for you. There's nothing too big and there's nothing too impossible. See, we have to convince ourselves that all things are possible for me. And I can do anything because I determine it in my mind. And I believe that I deserve to have an amazing, satisfying, and peaceful life. I've been organizing the house. It's a struggle, but it feels good later. Yes, you got to do what's important for you, Atomic. Yes, welcome everybody in. Hi, Trish. How are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Paper thin, I know. Stretch beyond means. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this discussion, because we're most of us who are here, all of you fellow motivators, are kind people, compassionate and giving and loving to others. But also, what about you? You got to think about your own self, friendship with yourself. And when we stretch ourselves so thin, it's because we're not incorporating our goals, our life, our mission, what fills our cup back up again. See, we pour out so much, but the whole thing is, what I learned is to not give out of our own personal cup, just give from our overflow. We got to fill that cup back up by doing things that make us smile. Don't be so uptight. Learn to laugh. You know, never lose that type of childlike joy and peace that you deserve. Each one of us deserves to have that. So when we do that, we encourage ourselves and we bring abundance in our life. That's a part of the abundant mindset. We have to know and understand that we deserve to have an amazing life, a great life, filled with laughter and peace and joy. And if that's not happening, ask yourself, why not? It could be the decisions that we're making. We're giving and saying yes to so many people and never saying yes to ourselves. For me, sometimes my yes means just sit your tail down and do nothing. Relax. Put your feet up. Sleep in another half an hour or hour. hmm I have to do that for myself. We always say we're going to give back to others, but we're not giving to ourselves. So don't forget your own self, your own friendship. Hey, Rudy, how are you? Welcome. Never forget your own friendship. You know, when we always think about, supporting and encouraging other people, loving on other people, but are we supporting, loving, and encouraging ourselves? We have to be our own best friend. It's a must, it's mandatory. If we don't take care of ourselves, how can we do and be? And that's why, we get the headaches, we feel so worked up. As Scully said, we're stretched so thin. Don't do that to yourself. It's we're putting so much on our plate. And I say it all the time, learn to delegate. We can't control everything in our life. Things don't have to be perfect. Let somebody else help you. When people ask you, can I help you, are you saying yes? A lot of times we'll say, oh, no, 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 because of a facade, because of our ego. We want to always make it seem like we have everything together. And it's nothing wrong with accepting some help. If someone wants to do something nice and kind for you, let them. We encourage ourselves that way. We show that we're humans. We're not robots. We're not robots. And that's a lot of times while we develop some health issues and some health problems. because we need to sit still, just be, relax, have a vacation day. Do nothing. Do not answer your phone. You have to have a time every day. Shut that phone off. I'm not answering the phone. This is my time. Me time is so important. That's how we fill up our cup. Mhm. It is. That is how we fill up our cup. Yes, Scully. And I am one of them too. I'm a caregiver too. So while I care for others, you got to include yourself in that too. Include yourself in love, include yourself in friendship, include yourself in some me time. Okay? You don't have to say yes to everybody. You have to say no to other people to say yes to you. Your friendship with yourself is vital. It's vital to your peace, your strength, your mental health. If you don't, if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to get worn out. Yes, caregivers need breaks. Hmm. Hey, East. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate you being here. Yep. Scully says, for those who take care of special needs people, there are ways to get help so you can have a break. Yes, we have to work on those things. There's lots of agencies that are there to support. I can say that too because I take care of a special needs sister. I got my nephew, and I also got to take care of myself too. So I say to you all too, take care of yourself while you take care of others. Yeah, don't deny yourself entirely. It's like you could be taking care of people and they look so good, but you look like a wreck. You're not getting involved in your personal care and resting and eating, taking a vacation. Sometimes we need to take a vacation from our loved ones so that we can maintain our sanity. Mm-hmm. I definitely take. I was like, I need a break from you. Mm-hmm. And and it does and it doesn't mean that you don't love them, but it shows that you love yourself. I need a break from you so that my cup can fill up, so that I can have peace. You deserve that. Your life is going to be what you make it, and until you put yourself on the list, nobody is going to prioritize that. Eunice says it's important to accept help. That is God's way to assist you through people who truly care about you. Also, sometimes you have to ask for help. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Mm, I believe that. My whole thing is that I used to have such a big ego issue. Oh, I'm Marlene, I can do it because I'm a motivator, because I encourage people, I support people. Also, what I do off of here, helping other people. While you're giving to other people, you're giving and giving and pouring out from everything you have. But if it's never replenished, if you don't have people that tell you you're doing an amazing job, we can't wait for other people to tell us we're doing amazing. We got to tell our own self and tell yourself, I'm proud of you. You're strong, you're courageous. And in that, sit your tail down, sit down, put your feet up, relax, take a break from other people. You got to have friends outside of your own family. You got to have some other people outside that you can let your hair down, that you can just be. You can have other conversations that don't involve your immediate family. That's so important. So important. Oh my God, right, Marlene. I look like Bill Murray on a bad day. Yeah, I understand, Skull. I think all of us, I think a lot of us, a lot of times we forget and we're so busy supporting and loving and taking care of our family and our friends. And then we look at ourselves and we go, did I eat today? Did I shower? And then you have to say, time to get involved in that. So whoever needs to hear that too, don't give up. Don't throw yourself away. Don't, diminish the time that you need to take care of yourself so that you can look good, because when you look good, you feel good. It goes together. When we take care of ourselves, we feel good. It's good for our self-esteem. It's good for our self-awareness. We can't tell other people to take care of themselves and then they look at us and they're like, but you don't take care of yourself. So be your own first friend. That's vital. hmm So let me get into the next point, the next banner. Here is the hard one. Do the hard work. And the hard work means the inner work, working on our inside. Your life is going to be what you make it. And to have a prosperous life out on the outside, we have to work on our inside life. How are you doing? Are you believing in yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you working on your emotional, your mental health, taking care of you? Nobody's going to do that for you but you. You got to make a choice. See, we have to save ourselves. Like they always say on the plane, put your own oxygen mask on first, and then you help somebody else. And a lot of times we do it backwards. We're trying to save and help and protect other people, but we're not doing the hard work for ourselves. We're not taking care of our inside. When our inside says, you need to take a few days off. You know, you need to do this for yourself. You need to go get your health checkups and your screening and whatever it is. Maybe you need a mental health break, taking care of yourself, believing in yourself, telling yourself, I can do it, getting into your life, working your life mission. Your life is going to be what you make it. It's about the decisions that we choose to make. What decision do you choose to make today? Do the hard work, and go after it and do it. And for myself, I feel like that was the hardest thing. It's so easy for me to encourage other people and support other people and say, go do it, be it. But when it comes to me, I have to tell myself that too. You need to go and do your work. You need to take a few days off. You need to work on your mental health. You need to relax a little bit. Also, giving myself time to grieve. I give myself that time. If I need to shed some tears, if I need to get into my journaling, if I need to go see my therapist, if I need to go and talk to my mentor, if I need whatever it is, if my inside, and it talks to us. Our body talks to us and tells us, you need more sleep, you need more rest, your mental health isn't good, your emotional health isn't good. But what are you doing about it? See, that's the challenge. And that's why I say do the hard work. Because it's not going to be easy. There's not going to be anybody to say, hey, love on yourself, take a break, relax a little bit. Or, oh, you haven't dealt with that. You need to deal with that. Do the hard work. you know People don't know what goes on the inside of us. I don't know your battle and you don't know mine, but each of us has things that we don't talk about and a lot of things that we don't want to deal with, but we got to do the hard work so that we can maintain our peace, so our life can be prosperous and joyous. So do the hard work for you. You get one you, and make sure you're your own friend, you're loving on yourself, because you deserve to have an amazing life, a great life. But it's about choices. hmm It's about choices. Yeah, absolutely. You have to take care of yourself. It's showing self love. Sometimes, if you run yourself into the ground, some people will say you should have said no and slow down. I hear that all the time. I've even heard people say that at people's funeral. That's when people will speak up and say something when you're gone. Oh, they were a good person, but they worked too hard, or they should have said no more often. But when they were alive, they weren't doing that. People will use you, take advantage of you, be a doormat, run over you, and take as long as you let them take from you. That's one thing that I had to learn. Don't wait. People aren't going to tell you no, or you're doing too much. You got to realize that for yourself. Be your own advocate, be your own friend. Tell yourself, I'm doing too much. It's one thing to, be motivated and encouraged for your goals and your mission and your life work and your purpose, but also you need rest. You can't go constantly. You got to sit down sometime. You got to rest sometime. take a 2 or 3 days for vacation. I am definitely that woman that I take 3 vacation days every month. And I don't care what's going on, and I don't care who needs me. Because if I don't pour in love on myself, nobody is going to do it for me. So I recommend you do that for yourself at least 3 days a month. Go and get lost somewhere. Go and have some fun. And make sure you turn off your phone when you do it. It's not for other people to track you. Everybody needs their own personal and private time to go and just get lost in their own thoughts. Okay? Got to do that. I invest in myself, and that's in multiple ways, and that includes self-care, self-evaluation, and to see where I'm at on various levels. Awesome. I love to hear that, Eunice. I do that too. I say, when's the last time I took a personal day? And then I take one. If you don't know when's the last time you took a personal day, you have not taken one soon enough, okay? So let's get into the next part. We just talked about doing the hard work, believing in yourself. Now let's talk about focusing on positive thinking. And it's easier said than done, for our long-term happiness. You need to retrain your brain and to know when negative thoughts, feelings, and people come around us, turn it into positive. When you notice that people are always negative, always trying to bring down, talking about another person, they're never encouraging or saying nice things about other people, you start to become that way. So if you don't make a choice to focus on the positive, nobody else will. And it's not easy because life is hard. There's going to be lots of challenges, but you got to choose for yourself. For my peace of mind, because I love myself, because I'm my own best friend, I'm going to focus on the positive that I deserve. I deserve to have and to be positive. And it starts with those thoughts. I deserve to focus on positive thinking. I deserve to be around positive people and to do positive things. Okay. So by knowing, believing, and drawing on the positive and saying to yourself, I deserve it, is what we're going to draw. It's about what we think. It's about the people who are around us, our environment, but also what are we doing? What's the action? Because if you're always around the negative thinking, you're never going to do positive things and make a positive impact in the lives of other people. Other people will just look at you and say, man, you are miserable. You are angry. You are negative. Maybe some people won't even say it to your face, but they're thinking it. And that's why they don't want to be around you. Other people don't like a negative person. I know I definitely don't. I like somebody who will see the best in the situation, you know, that they encourage other people, that they speak positive things out of their mouth about other people. I always say, it's not what people will say in front of you, it's the things that you hear back. hmm And you don't even understand. People hear back the negative things that you say. So be careful what you say because you never know what another person is going through. And just the impact of a kind word, you know? What does it take to be kind? It costs nothing to be positive. It costs nothing to be encouraging. It costs you nothing. But the impact of it means everything to another person. You never know if somebody is right on the edge of unaliving themselves. Never know. Just because a person looks a certain way on the outside, you don't know what's going on the inside. Just just walking past somebody and smiling, just saying hello, just saying good morning, or checking in on somebody that you care about, one of your friends, and just saying, "Hey, I was just checking on you. I hope you're doing okay." The little small things, it doesn't have to be a big thing and cost money just to show kindness and consideration. That's how we show we're a positive person. It's more about what we do than what we say, because we can say we're about all these great and amazing things, but at the end of the day we don't check on people. We're not kind, we're not loving, we talk about people, we gossip. So you can say you're positive all day, but if everything that comes out of your mouth is negative, you're not a positive person. So it's about the choices, it's about the actions, and your life is going to be what you decide to make it. Let me see what what we got going on in the comment section. Thank you, Rudy. Like you, Marlene Motivates. I am great at inspiring others, but tend to procrastinate when it comes to myself. Well, you can do it. I used to be like that, Trish, and I made a decision every day. I recommend that you all do this too. Every day, I give myself three things every day to think about and to do. And it's not overwhelming. Before I used to try to overwhelm myself by saying I'm going to do 10, 20, 30 things. That's impossible. Do three amazing things for yourself, in thought, in deed, in planning. It's going to make you feel so good about yourself. So don't put off yourself, okay? Thank you so much, Atomic. So Trish, get into doing for you. Remember, you got to be your own best friend. Nobody's going to do that for you. That's a gift you got to give yourself. Hey, Lovey, how are you? Welcome. Got a member in the house. Appreciate your support. Yes, welcome everybody in. And Eunice says that's so emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually draining to be around a negative person. I refuse to do that. It's a waste of time and energy. Amen. Yes, and it is. Like there's always people and they're always talking about negative, 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 and they never say anything positive. You know, it's not that I don't care about people, but we have to pull back from people who are going to take away from our mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical being and peace. Don't let people do that to you. Thank you so much, Leticia. Hi, Leticia. Welcome. Appreciate your super sticker. Let's pause, please, when the super chat hits. Thank you so much for that super sticker, Leticia. Let me pull this up. Thank you so much, Leticia. Very much appreciate it. Yes, we have to focus on the positive thinking. Let's get into the next point. Just like what Eunice just brought about, take care of your physical, mental, and spiritual health. If you see, we each know when we're doing okay. Other people love to tell other people how we're doing. Just because a person looks a certain way, that does not mean that they're okay. That's why I say your life is what you make it. You got to know if you're okay. If you're okay up here, if your physical body, we know when something is not right. Like I don't know, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling right. You got to know that, and then take care of it. Take care of yourself here. Your physical person, your spiritual health. That's all a part of you. All of those pieces, when they all come together, it makes you all right. And if you don't see it for yourself, if you don't make your own self a priority mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, make that a priority. Do it for you. There's nobody who's going to say, hey, take care of yourself. Love on yourself more. Take some time and be by yourself. Buy yourself something nice. Look good. Nobody's going to do that. But you got to do it for yourself. Take care of yourself, and that's for your long-term happiness. Because by knowing, believing, and drawing on the positive, that's what you deserve, and you show other people this is not just what she says, it's who she is. And the same thing for males. It's what you say as a man. I say this and I'm actually doing it. So let's not just say a person who just says with our words what they're about. No, show people with the action. Your life is what you make it. It's about the priorities that you choose to make. All right. Let's get into our next point. Point number 6, Take care of your mental, physical, and emotional health. Oh, I just covered that. Point seven, make, build, and repair healthy relationships. Wow, this one is vital to making your life what you make it, you know? So, the first one, making. So, initial relationships when we meet people, make sure that they're healthy relationships. Not everybody that we meet we're meant to keep in our life. Some people are toxic, some people are weird, some people are rude. Not everybody that comes into your life deserves to stay. Not everybody deserves you. Not everybody deserves your friendship. Learn to be okay just having your own friendship. Other people in your life, that's an addition. That's a blessing if you find other people, but you don't need other people. You just need your friendship. You know, a lot of people, they get so involved in their friends and this person and family. I'm talking about healthy relationships. Not everybody who is our friend and our family is healthy, is encouraging, is positive, is motivational for our life, is what we need. That's something I had to learn for myself. Not everybody in my life, they don't deserve me. And I say the same thing to you all as well. Not everybody in your life deserves you, deserves your time, deserves your energy. Mm-mm. They don't respect you. And if somebody don't respect you, they don't deserve you. So when you meet somebody, how do they treat you? How do they talk to you? How do they treat other people? And pay attention. Okay? And when we're building after you know somebody for a while, maintain, call people, support them, make, build. And when I talk about repair, this is in the inner work. When you realize maybe you did some jacked up stuff, maybe you didn't treat somebody nice, maybe you're having a bad day, or you're going through something, or you've kind of slacked off from being supportive and kind when a person definitely needed it. So try to work on repairing that. Not everybody that just because you say you're sorry or you're here now, they're going to want you. Because a person who knows their worth, they know their power, they know they don't got to take. They don't have to take just whenever you're ready, when you have time, when you decide you want to make time for me. No, it don't work that way. Know your own worth. You don't have to accept everybody who comes around you. They don't deserve you, okay? But learn in the future. If a person don't want to deal with you no more, it's okay. Now moving forward, I know how to have healthy thoughts. I know how to communicate what I need, what I want. And when you see, oh, you ain't treating me right, you got to go. That's self-love, okay? So make, build, and repair healthy relationships. That's what it's about. Very much what it's about. Misery loves company. We have to make sure that we watch our association, because we will become just like certain individuals if we continue to keep them in our life. That part, you're going to be what you associate with. You will be what you associate with. So if you associate with negative, wicked, evil, toxic backbiters, like, I'm just the messenger. If that's who you call a friend, I don't know. It's a reflection. Who you choose as your friend shows what you think about yourself. If you think that's good, we got to do some work on our inside, because you don't deserve to have people who talk nasty to you, who don't appreciate you, who are not kind, who never check on you. You don't need that. You don't deserve. Let them go. And it does not matter who they are. It don't matter if that's the same blood that's running in your veins. It don't matter if it's your blood. It don't matter if somebody you've known 10, 20, 30 years. It don't matter if it's a person who you're in a relationship with. If it's not healthy, it don't need to be around you. Period. And I mean that on everything. Hey, Rasta girl, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I just saw Realist One in the building. Hey, Realist One, how are you? Good to see you. We got moderator in the house. Thank you all so much for being here. Just hit the like and sub. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Very much appreciated. Yes, thank you so much, Leticia. Please hit the like, everybody. So let me get back to my next point. I think this, yep, I'm on my last point, and then I'm going to put the link in the chat. Okay. Oh, let me go back to this just for a moment. I left some things out. So make, build, and repair healthy relationships. So that means be honest, be reliable, be kind, be yourself, and be supportive. If in your relationships, if you can't be honest, if they're not honest with you, if you can't be reliable, if they can't be reliable, they're not themselves, if they're pretending that they're more than what they are, if you can't be yourself and they can't be their self with you, that's not a healthy relationship. That's somebody putting on a mask. So, people need to learn to love you how you are, you know, how you are. You don't have to change who you are as long as it's healthy. You don't have to change who you are to be with people. People are going to like you or they can go. There's the door. Believe in yourself. Have enough strength and courage to back that up. Because you'll say to yourself, just like I say to myself, I'm an amazing person. I'm an amazing woman and human being. And if somebody can't see that inside of you, then they don't deserve your friendship and they definitely don't deserve your time. So make, build, and repair and have healthy relationships. Be honest, be reliable, be kind, be yourself, be supportive. That's vital. I feel like that was the sauce of this discussion. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to put the link in here. Anybody who would like to add to this discussion right here, right here. There's the link right there. And I'm going to talk about the last point. Point number 8, set boundaries, everybody. Set boundaries. I thought I pressed it. There. Set boundaries. What does setting boundaries means? It means that this is what I'm okay with and this is what I'm not okay with. You got to learn to speak up and not just do the, what is it called? Body language. With our body language, we talk to and we tell people when we don't like that. But we have to be woman enough and man enough to say, I don't like when you do that. I don't like when you talk to me like that. And I won't accept it. You don't have to take, just because other people are giving out certain things, don't mean you have to accept it. Believe in yourself. Ask for what you want and you'll get it. And if somebody isn't willing to give you what you want, they can go. There is the door. I don't need you in my life. Believe in yourself enough, motivators, to stop thinking you have to take everything that people give you. You got to listen to what other people think about you. You're not a reflection of what they are saying. People project all of their whatever that they have going on and try to put it on you and make you feel that you're going through the same thing they are. No, I put in the work. I can say that for myself. I put in the hard work. I've grown up. I've matured. I know how to communicate. I know when I'm feeling worn out. I know how to speak up what I need. And I say that to you all too. Set boundaries with other people. Don't let other people go further and then get upset later and say, well, you didn't tell me. Of course. Of course. If you don't tell people how you're feeling, you cannot expect them to know. I used to do this all the time. Well, you've known me for all these years. You mean you don't know that? You can't expect people to know if you don't communicate. Communication is key in setting boundaries and letting people know what you're going through, what you're dealing with, what you want, what you need out of the relationship. Don't expect for people to know. Okay? So effective boundaries, it protects our personal space, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health, and our safety and security. You can't feel safe and secure in any relationship if you don't say this, and this is what I gonna take. And when you do this, I don't like it. Set boundaries with people. And I talked about this in a motivated podcast a few weeks ago. Make sure you check it out if you have not already. It talked all about boundaries. Okay. So also know your limits, everybody. Know your limits. What another person can take, even a family member, a friend, that doesn't mean you have to take it. Everybody is different. Everybody wants and needs different things. Know your limit. I know mine. I know when I like something and when I don't. And it doesn't take away from another person, but every person is unique. Every person is different and wants different things. So know your limit, okay? Do what you can with what you have, and don't forget to say no to things you don't like and people who drain and use you. That's very important. I got to say that again. Do what you can with what you have, and don't forget to say no to things you don't like and people who drain and use you. Okay? People will say with their mouth, they love you, they care for you, but they do nothing that pours into you, that fills up your cup, that checks on you, that makes you feel seen and heard and supported. That's not love, that's using. So be careful of that word love. I love you. No, that means I love you for what you can do for me. Mm-mm. We don't deal in the toxic. We don't deal in the smoke screen, the foolishness, all the playing games, hiding behind a mask and a facade. No, we know who we are. We know what we deserve. When we don't like something, we'll talk up and say, no, I don't like that. Don't treat me that way. Okay? Back away from people who you tell them how you feel and they don't consider your feelings. Mm-mm. People say with their mouth they love you. No, you love me how you want to be loved, but you don't love me how I need to be loved. I spent a whole year in therapy on that one. People will say they love you, but they love you how they want to love you, but not how you need to be seen and heard and dealt with. Okay? If somebody loves you, they would be willing to give you what you need, not what they want to give you. Period. Period. And I mean that on everything. I mean that on everything. Put that on everything. Put that sauce on everything. See what I missed? You're speaking facts. Thank you so much, Rasta girl. Absolutely. I had to learn my worth and value as a friend and realize that friendship is very important and a serious thing. If a person is not worthy of my friendship, I don't waste my time with them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Wellness, how are you? Welcome. So good to see you. Yes. Okay. I think I come to the end of all my notes. I put the link in here if you have something that you would like to add to this discussion. I would love to hear what you all have to add. I'm going to do a recap on everything I talked about. So let's start with the beginning. Do the things you love. Do the things you love in your life. Nothing is more important than living the life that you want. I'm not talking about kids, friends, family, the job. No, I'm talking about you. What makes you happy? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel heard and seen and loved? Do those things. I'm not talking about what other people want to give you, how other people want to love you, how other people want to support you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your life is what you choose to make it, and you being courageous enough to say, this is what I need, not what you want to give me. It's what I need in my life, what makes me feel good. Okay. And we have to be courageous enough that when other people aren't giving us that we speak up, that we communicate and say, hey, I need you to give me this. And if you can't give me this, I don't have time to waste. I need to fill this space right here in my mind, in my heart, with those that can give me what I need. We have to communicate that, okay? We must do the things that you like. Point two, do the things that have a purpose. And that's going to be different for every single person. What one person wants is not what another person wants. Your purpose is yours. My purpose is mine. So do things that have a purpose for you, that make you feel fulfilled and important. And it's a part of your life work. Going to be different from person to person. And do encouraging things. What makes you feel good? What makes you feel encouraged and seen and feeling good about yourself? Do more of that, for yourself and also for others. When we give back, when we teach, when we support others, we feel good about ourselves. When you look at somebody else and we think sometimes our life is bad and difficult, and then when you do something for somebody, you go, "Wow, I thought my life was experiencing hardships, but look at another person." So learn to be satisfied with what you have. And when we give back, we do that. Yeah, do the hard work. And the hard work means the inner work. It means, when we're going through something, when we feel sad, when we're grieving, we're going through a difficult problem, give ourselves the room to say, I need a little bit of a break. I need to talk to someone. I need to speak to a counselor, a therapist, a trusted friend. But you got to get whatever that you're dealing with on the inside, because if you don't deal with it on the inside, it will affect your physical health. Okay. It will affect your emotional health. It will affect your spiritual health. Okay. And all of them are important. So, next up, focus on positive thinking. Focus on positive thinking. That's vital. There's a lot of people out there who say that they're positive with their mouth. They'll say that I'm a positive person, but everything that they do is negative and hurtful and backbiting and gossiping. So they're completely opposite from what they say. So focus on the actions, okay? Focus on the actions of what other people, what are other people willing to do, and how does it reach you? How does it hit you? We say things out of our mouths sometimes and we don't understand how that can hit somebody. How can it affect another person mentally? How can it stay with somebody for years emotionally, for years? The impact of someone's words, they can hurt for years. So focus on being around people that make you feel good, that they do good things to other people, not just say that they do good things, but how do they make you feel? Focus on that positive thinking. See, when we focus on our long-term happiness, you need to retrain your mind, your brain, that when negative thoughts, feelings, and negative people come around you, I got to I got to diminish, I got to whatever. I got to shift my thoughts. I got to do some mindset shifting. Don't let other people and their negativity drag you down and bring you down and make you feel less than. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve it. Okay? They don't. So by knowing, believing, and drawing on the positive that is inside of you. See, we just talked about that inner work. Doing the inner work, when that is strong, we can identify when someone is draining us, taking away from us, and hurting us. Okay? Your life is going to be what you make it. And that means identifying, having discernment. I don't like how they're talking to me. And that's like the third time they've done that. Or they're ghosting me. Or they don't value my time if somebody's always showing up late. Or they don't show up. Or they're always making excuses that their time is more valuable than yours. All right. Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention. Take care of your mental, physical, and spiritual health. Okay? It's important. Take care of you. There's nobody who's going to take care of you if you don't make a choice to. All right. All right. I'm telling you, sauce it up. Yeah. People pay for what you say. Yes. Hey, Tracy, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. And I'm going to do a members only live tomorrow in probably around lunchtime. It's not going to be a StreamYard. It's just going to be on YouTube for members only, probably like 12, I want to say lunchtime, 12:30, 1 o'clock tomorrow. I'm going to do a members only. I'm just going to go live. It's not going to be through StreamYard. It's going to be through YouTube. So take care of your mental and your emotional well-being. That's so important. It's so important to do that. And build, and repair healthy relationships. Be honest in your relationship. And also, if you got people and they're in your life and they always lying to you, that's not a good way to start or to build or to be in a relationship. That's not healthy. That's toxic. If you can't be honest or they're not being honest with you, they got to go. Or you have to be honest and work on yourself. Be reliable, Don't say what you are not willing to do. It's better if you just don't say anything, but be reliable. Be a person that others can count on you. Oh, I know when Marlene says this, she's going to keep her word. And the same thing for you. When they think about you, do they think about trustworthy, honest, reliable, and kindness? That can I be myself with them, or are they going to pass judgments? Are they going to make me feel inferior? I try my best to not do that. I try to be kind, accepting, and receiving of other people, especially when you may not agree with their opinions and their values. That's how you show who you are. We don't have to always agree, but we can always be respectful. Respect other people's opinions and be supportive. That's how we build good relationships. It's not about what we personally want or think or like, but let people be themselves. Just like you're allowed to be yourself, let other people be themselves too. That's important to building those healthy relationships. And the last point, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries means this is what I'm okay with and this is what I'm not okay with. And I did a whole topic on this on the Motivated podcast about when you set boundaries, then you're going to find out, you'll find out when you set those boundaries. Effective boundaries, it protects our personal, physical, mental, spiritual, our health, our safety, and our security. We must know our limits. Personal, this is about your life, what you want, what you need. Know your limit. I'm not talking about what your mama, auntie, cousin, the person you're in a relationship. I'm not talking about their limits and what their likes are. No. I'm talking about you. What do you want? What do you need? Okay? And people have to learn to give you what you need, not what they want to give you. I was like, I spent a whole year on that. That's what I used to do. I was giving people what I wanted to give them. It's not about that. It's about what they need to feel heard, seen, and loved in their way, not what we choose to want to give them or what we choose to like. When you really care about somebody, when you're really somebody's friend, when you really love them, you're willing to bend to what they need, not what you decide you want to give. That's a whole maturity lesson. So it's all about being grown over here, motivators. What they need, not what we want to give. That was hard for me. It was hard for me to give people what they needed, not about what I wanted to give them. What do they need? Ask them. Okay? Do what you can with what you have, and don't forget to say no to things that you don't like, so you don't have to go and do any backpedaling. You don't have to backpedal. When you show up as yourself, no, I don't like that. No, I don't want to be a part of that. No, that's not within my boundaries and my focus of where I'm going in my life. And I'm going to learn to be okay with that. Maybe they'll be upset. Maybe they won't like it. But it's better to say that than to get involved in something and then you're there and you're like, and when is this over? And you're complaining. Don't do that to people. It's best to just not go and not do something than to go to something and your mind and your heart is not there. You know, that's being true to you. Be true and honest. Do the things that you like, and the things that you don't like, don't do it. And don't let people drain you. That's maturity and that's self-love. And that's the topic today. What time would you guys like? Because I know everybody's on different times, so I don't mind. I can do tomorrow. What would that be? 1 p.m. 1 p.m. my time. I don't know what time that is your time. I'm on Eastern, so I think that would be noon if you're Central, right? Noon if it's Central, and I think 11 if you're Pacific. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's 1:26 in Vegas right now. Okay, so I would like to do this members only before I do this live, so I could do. I'm gonna do 1:30 Eastern Standard Time for members tomorrow. 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time it is, yeah, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow for members. Okay, everybody? Lord have mercy, it's hot. Really, realist? It is so cold. Well, I keep my house cold. I have the air on 73 degrees. That's my comfortable temperature. And I'm going to end with this, how I started this topic. The key to a good life is doing less of what makes you miserable and more of what brings you peace, joy, and satisfaction. If it doesn't bring you peace in your mind, if it doesn't bring a smile to your face, if it does not make you have inner satisfaction, don't do it. Don't do it. Your life is what you make it, and it's about choices that we each have to make for ourselves. So I put the link in the chat, and I didn't see anybody come up, so I guess everybody's busy on this Labor Day. So I appreciated everybody who came through. This was an amazing show. I appreciate all your encouragement and motivation. Everyone enjoy the rest of their day and have an awesome week. Yes. Thank you so much, Eunice, and same to you. And tomorrow, I got to write it down. I'll put it in my notes. 1:30 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I'm going to put it on the community tab for the members. I'm going to see. I don't know if I can make it in advance. I'm going to try. I don't think I've been live from the YouTube app in years. So I'm going to do that for the members. Going to go live for the members, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everyone's support, and shout out to all the members. I didn't get any new members today. I think the last member that I got was James. And to those who did not get this song as a member, shout out to you. And I'm going to play it for those who did not get the membership song. So shout out to all my members. Shout out to the members and also to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to Marlene Motivates. Check out, I have a whole playlist of I know I have over 1,000 videos on this channel. 1,000. So I'm sure you all have not checked out all of my videos. So I got over 1,000 videos in a playlist. Anybody who's new, go back and look at my past lives and videos. I have story times. I'm thinking about bringing story time back, but I'm not too sure. I don't know. We'll see. It's about if you all demand it and you want it. If you look at some of the story time and you would like to see story times again, let me know. And those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you so much, replay gang. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I appreciate all of you all's support. Thank you all so much. Shout out to you, and I'll see you members tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to see if I can make it as soon as I end this live so you guys can have it, and it'll be there on the community tab. I appreciate your support, and the regular subscribers. I will see you all at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. And like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, oh,